What happens when an absolute luxury laptop meets a surprisingly sleek budget contender? Today, we're pitting the Razer Blade 16 2025 against the Gigabyte Aero X16 to see which one delivers the best value, power, and design. You need to watch till the end before you buy. I promise you'll know the definitive winner. Check the description for the latest price and deals, and please like the video. It helps me out a ton. The design and build quality of the Razer Blade 16 and the Gigabyte Aero X16 both strive for a premium, non-traditional gaming aesthetic, yet they achieve this goal with subtly different priorities regarding size and material finish. The Razer Blade 16 adheres to its established, luxury design philosophy, featuring a sleek, all-metal unibody aluminum chassis with a matte black finish and the signature green snake logo. The machining is impeccable, resulting in a solid, rigid feel with virtually no flex, positioning it at the very top of the premium gaming market. Despite its high-end components, the Blade 16 maintains a relatively compact profile, making it notably thinner and lighter than many high-spec rivals, successfully balancing portability with elite performance. The Gigabyte Aero X16 similarly targets a professional audience, actively abandoning the gamer look for a clean satin metallic finish. Its chassis also utilizes an aluminum shell, which is CNC milled for sharp edges and precise detailing. The Aero X16 is arguably even more subtle in its branding and appearance than the Blade, presenting itself first as a professional-grade mobile workstation. It is also remarkably thin and light for a 16-inch machine, measuring between 16.75 to 19.99 millimeter in thickness and weighing only 1.9 kilogram. This thin and light approach competes directly with machines like the Razer Blade 16 and Asus Zephyrus M16, boasting zero deck flex and impressive rigidity, though the Blade's unibody construction traditionally gives it an edge in pure density and feel. Essentially, both offer superior build quality, but the Blade embodies the peak of high-end gaming luxury, while the Aero leans into pure professional ultrabook minimalism. The display is one of the most immediate points of divergence between the Razer Blade 16 2025 and the Gigabyte Aero X16, reflecting the different design philosophies of the two machines. Razer chose to equip its premium chassis with a jaw-dropping 16-inch QHD+ 2560 by 1600 OLED panel running at a blistering 240 Hz refresh rate. This display is defined by its ability to produce perfect blacks, intensely vibrant colors, and near-instant pixel response times, making it a dream for both elite gaming and highly color-sensitive creative work. The downside to this luxurious experience, however, is the panel's glossy finish, which, while enhancing visual pop, can cause significant and distracting reflections in bright or dark environments, effectively acting like a tinted mirror. In contrast, the Gigabyte Aero X16 opts for a 16-inch IPS display with the same 2560 by 1600 resolution but a slightly lower 165 Hz refresh rate. While it cannot achieve the perfect black levels or overall contrast ratio of its OLED rival, this IPS panel is surprisingly crisp, offers strong color reproduction, and crucially, features an anti-glare matte finish. This matte coating is a major practical advantage as it effectively prevents distracting reflections, making the Aero X16 more suitable for use in diverse lighting conditions and ideal for creators who prioritize glare-free editing and productivity. Both laptops offer excellent color coverage, with the Blade excelling in all major gamuts: sRGB, Adobe RGB, DCI-P3, and the Aero offering full sRGB and wide DCI-P3 coverage. But the choice ultimately boils down to whether a user prefers the deep contrast of a glossy OLED or the reflection-free utility of a matte IPS screen. Moving to the input devices, both laptops provide a solid experience but highlight different strengths in their keyboard and touchpad pairings. The Razer Blade 16 features a per-key RGB keyboard that is solid and comfortable for extended use, but reviewers often found its key travel to be shallow, leaving it with an average feel that lacks the satisfying tactile feedback found in some competitors. Conversely, the Blade 16's touchpad is considered class-leading, offering one of the largest and most responsive glass surfaces available on a Windows laptop, with smooth gesture recognition and satisfying clicks that truly set a high benchmark for gaming notebooks. The Gigabyte Aero X16 takes a different approach to its keyboard, offering deep key travel around 1.5mm and a soft, tactile actuation that is comfortable for long typing sessions, a feel that some users might prefer over the Blade's shallower keys. This keyboard features a clean font and a white backlight, moving away from a traditional gamer aesthetic. Like the Razer, the Aero X16 also boasts an outstanding touchpad. It is large, glass-smooth, and highly responsive, easily supporting Windows precision gestures, suggesting that both companies are prioritizing the touchpad experience. The overall impression is that while the Blade excels with an exceptional touchpad paired with an average keyboard, the Aero delivers a more balanced and comfortable typing experience alongside a similarly high-quality touchpad. Finally, when examining the crucial metric of battery life, the Razer Blade 16 2025 managed to deliver an impressive result for a high-performance gaming laptop, achieving 10 hours and 12 minutes in video playback testing. This longevity makes the powerful machine surprisingly viable for productivity and creative work away from a power outlet. The Gigabyte Aero X16, despite its more efficient components and lower wattage GPU, unfortunately performs worse than expected, with the 76 watt-hour battery only managing around 5 to 6 hours of light web and content use, 4 hours of office productivity, and a mere 109 minutes under mixed gaming load. This significant difference means the Blade 16 offers vastly superior endurance for general tasks, making it the clear choice for users who frequently rely on their laptop throughout the day without constant access to a charger, while the Aero X16 remains tethered to a power source for nearly all intensive or even general use scenarios. The comparison of the core performance components, the processor, editing power, and gaming capabilities reveals the fundamental difference in purpose and power tier between the Razer Blade 16 2025 and the Gigabyte Aero X16. At the heart of the Razer Blade 16 is the high-end AMD Ryzen AI 9HX370 processor, a top-tier mobile CPU featuring advanced AI acceleration and demonstrating strong multi-core performance. This processor allows the Blade 16 to deliver top-tier results in demanding productivity benchmarks like Cinebench and Geekbench, providing ample horsepower for content creators engaged in video rendering, complex Photoshop tasks, and heavy multitasking. While high-end Intel systems might occasionally edge it out in some raw CPU-heavy workloads, the Ryzen AI 9HX370 firmly positions the Blade 16 as a formidable machine for professional content creation. In contrast, the Gigabyte Aero X16 is equipped with the AMD Ryzen AI 7350. This processor is part of AMD's more efficiency-focused Kraken Point lineup, also featuring NPU cores for AI acceleration. While its multi-core performance is solid, placing it in the range of mid- to high-tier mobile CPUs like the Intel 13620H, the single-core performance is unusually weak. This uneven CPU performance means that while the Aero X16 is capable of handling tasks like rendering, encoding, and Blender cycles well, it struggles more with lightly threaded game engines and real-time workloads that rely heavily on single-thread throughput, making its CPU performance feel less consistent than that of the Blade 16. When evaluating editing and creative work, the Razer Blade 16's combination of the powerful Ryzen HX CPU, the RTX 5090 GPU, and its gorgeous QHD+ OLED display creates a truly formidable mobile workstation. It delivers excellent results in professional benchmarks like Puget Bench for Adobe Photoshop, with the GPU significantly accelerating AI-based tools. Video editors can comfortably tackle 8K workflows and benefit from rapid rendering speeds. The core strength lies in its ability to leverage its top-tier GPU and strong CPU simultaneously for the most intensive creative tasks. The Gigabyte Aero X16 presents a more mixed bag for creative professionals. While it offers a beautiful 1600p display, a proper 32GB of RAM, and a highly valuable SD card reader, its performance is hampered by several limitations. The machine's SSD delivers disappointing transfer speeds, nearly half the speed of faster drives, which can create a bottleneck for video editors working with massive 6K or 8K media files, affecting timeline scrubbing. Furthermore, the weak single-core CPU performance limits overall timeline responsiveness, and the restricted 85-watt GPU throttles intensive rendering tasks. While the Aero X16 is functional for common Adobe Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, and Blender workloads, it simply does not provide the class-leading throughput implied by its GPU label and premium chassis design. The starkest performance difference is observed in gaming and graphics power. The Razer Blade 16 shines brightest here, boasting NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5090 laptop GPU with 24GB of video RAM, the fastest mobile GPU currently available. Even with the thermal constraints inherent to its thin design, the RTX 5090 in the Blade 16 significantly outperforms last-generation RTX 4090 laptops, enabling fluid experiences in highly demanding titles at high resolutions. For instance, in Cyberpunk 2077 at 1600p with ultra settings and ray tracing overdrive, the laptop achieves a smooth 77 FPS with DLSS 4 enabled, pushing up to 147 FPS with frame generation. The high wattage and top-tier nature of the GPU make the Blade 16 an uncompromising gaming machine. Conversely, the Gigabyte Aero X16's gaming capabilities are severely compromised by a restrictive 85-watt power limit placed on its RTX 5070 GPU. This conservative power allocation chokes the component, leading to performance that is only marginally better, averaging a mere 5 to 6% gain than the cheaper RTX 5060 laptops from the same brand running at the same power limit. This means the Aero X16 performs well below what an RTX 5070 should deliver, often losing to competitors equipped with lower-tier GPUs that are allowed to draw more power, such as an RTX 5060 at 115 watt. The gaming performance of the Aero X16 is ultimately inconsistent with its premium look and GPU tier designation, demonstrating that its TGP matters more than the specific GPU label. The Razer Blade 16 is the clear winner if you demand uncompromising absolute performance. It has the superior processor, graphics, battery life, and display tech. However, for a creator who needs a gorgeous matte-screen workstation for general editing and light gaming at an aggressive price point, the Gigabyte Aero X16 is a sleek, budget-friendly option if you can forgive its weak GPU power limit and slow SSD.